gentlemen, this is the British Wolf, and today we are playing Bushido Blade for our replay episode. Now, I will start off by saying this is one by SquareSoft, which may or may not mean much, but obviously, you know, they had a hand in the whole Final Fantasy thing. And, I gotta say this one's a weird one. What's weirdest is that it had a sequel. Now, the game itself was literally based on the concept of Bushido, which is basically the warrior's code in, you know, Asia. It's a belief that you should always be honourable during fights, never resort to dirty tactics or anything like that. Certain things are to be excluded and some things to be allowed, which basically explains why you'll always have someone do something. It's basically the belief where you're not allowed to do underhanded tactics, where the whole fist fight to the death sort of thing is honourable, as opposed to, you know, shooting them in the face when you've kicked them in the bollocks. And the game punishes you for doing that by locking certain aspects out. The entire game the true ending of the game tends to be achieved by following the rules of Bushido in question, which means no sub-weapons, no hitting the enemy while he's on the floor, no, you know, cheap tactics. Generally, things like that. I don't really know myself, but it was part of the game. And, I have no fucking idea how it works. What you're seeing now is tutorial mode. That's your tutorial. Getting your ass killed several times by the NPC. Granted, I only got killed a couple of times, but that was plain luck. The rest of the modes are like Link mode, point of view mode, slash mode, story mode, versus mode. There's several modes and yet no fucking instructions on how to play the fucking game, which, granted, booklets were a big thing back then. Booklets could have contained information that were useful, but I don't have one. So, you know, a bit of an issue there. And the problem with the game is it's very clunky for what it's suggesting. What you need to do is make quick, precise strikes which will kill your enemy in a single blow. Like actual warriors would, you know? Single slice of the samurai sword. And it's not just the samurai sword. You start off with 6 characters and several weapons. As you progress through the game and unlock certain things, you'll unlock new levels, as opposed to the 3 you'll see here, and new weapons and new characters. Certain characters can only be unlocked by achieving certain criteria, but the game doesn't tell you a thing about this. There's also movies, but when I say movies, it's the very loosest kind of movie, because I think they're all in-game rendered, rather than CGI. And, there's not really much to comment on. It is literally a straightforward slashy, stabby affair, just with Bushido in it. And again, it had a sequel, which confuses me further because the game really doesn't offer much. It's just a variation of stab and go, and stab and go, and stab and go. That's about it. Yes, the characters may have a backstory, but you never really feel like you explore it as opposed to just stabbing people with weapons. I mean, don't get me wrong, the range of weapons vary. The weight affects how fast they attack, and their length affects what range you can attack in. And all weapons have a different fighting style, and 3 different stances, both low, high, and, you know, medium. Which can be seen when handling the rapier, because, you know, that's basically all 3 are on show quite well. But the game handles like the corpse of a donkey going downhill, you know? Like, it's just so clunky. It will hit every single thing. It doesn't give you any instructions, and you question why you actually played it in the first place. I was confused by the game as a kid, and I'm still confused by the game now, and I don't know how it got a sequel. It did get a sequel, and that's a big mystery to me, because I don't see how this could have applied to anyone. Even the Asian market, I imagine, must have had trouble with this game. Because, yes, Bushido is very much not a Western thing, but I don't see how this game could have appealed to so many people, seeing as it offers so little. But, I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe other people have played it and loved it. Maybe the second game was an improvement on the first, and it should be placed upon a pedestal and showered with golden flakes, or, you know, whatever the hell you want to throw at that's valuable. Diamonds and yen and shit. The yen one was obviously a joke about, you know, it being based in Asian culture. Although it may have come across as racist. I really can't tell nowadays. Anyway, hopefully that wasn't insulting to anyone, but the game I can't recommend. But if you want to give it a try, it's still out there. It was a PS1 game. I think the sequel was a PS1 game as well. I don't think it ever made it to PS2. But, you know, it's out there. You can give it a try. Try to figure it out. See if you can, you know, find something that I sure as shit can. And, hopefully you'll have fun with it. Hopefully you'll have more fun with it than I did. So, I've been the British Wolf. This has been Bushido Blade, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.